Hey Rockstars, we're live here on Recording Studio Rockstars. I believe we're live now. It's happening. I'm psyched to be here. Thank you for joining us today. Give a shout out if you're in the comments below and let us know where you are in the world, where your studio is. I'm going to mute this reverb for just a sec because it's a little bit much. And let me think here. I've got, this mic's not happening, but hopefully you can hear my voice.
Hey.
And you probably hear a lot of Jonathan's voice right now over in that mic. But let us know where you are in the world and where your studio is. Give us a shout out. Say hello in the comments. We'll be watching. My guest today is Jonathon Jircitano.
Howdy.
What up, dude? Glad to have you here, man.
I'm excited to be here again.
So if you didn't have a chance to yet, catch Jonathan's episode. What was our episode number on that? Do you remember?
Oh, no.
It was just a couple episodes ago.
170
so
something, I think.
Yeah, I think it might have been like 178 or something like that.
That sounds right.
So go catch that where he talks all about making records and hitting the road and touring and cool stuff.
The things.
But we're going to do a live recording today. So Jonathan's got a song. What's the song you're going to do today, dude?
It's a song called Wolves that I wrote a couple years ago. I fleshed it out in a more heavy recording, but I haven't done a strip down, so I figured we'd tackle that today.
All right, cool. And then we'll jump in on that, and then Rockstars, let us know if you're seeing us great on the video and if you can hear us just fine too. And we'll be monitoring the comments and trying to keep track of that. And then, of course, if you want to help support the YouTube channel and the live stream, make sure to hit the subscribe button below so you join our YouTube channel, hitting that notification bell so that you get announcements whenever we do a live stream or something is happening here. And there is a link below in the show notes for dropping in a donation into the little tip jar if you want to, and we appreciate it. Maybe we'll go get a coffee afterwards or something. All right, cool. So let me get the name of that song too. Oh, I lost my piece of paper. I had a notepad. All right, give me the title again.
It's called Wolves.
Wolves.
Yes, sir.
All right, Rockstars. Well, I'm going to show you kind of how I would handle a session, getting something ready. And I think we're going to start out. Do you want to do this with a click, or do you not want to do it with a click?
I would like to start with a click. Yeah, we might get off of it, but let's at least start there.
All right. So I'll show you what I do to find a click for a song. So I'm going to start out. I'll use my trusty Boss Dr. Beat DB66.
Nice.
You can kind of see it on camera there. And I'll just tap in the tempo while you're playing, and we'll find the tempo for the song.
When the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart, darling, I'll protect you, always try to catch you. Now and then I'll let you fall. Sometimes I won't. What do we got?
I got 96.
96.
So let's try that
I like
out. Another one we can do, Rockstars, is I use an app on my iPhone called Tempo, which is pretty handy, and Live BPM. So
Tempo.
I'll show you that one too. So Tempo is this app right here, which, oops, can you see that? You probably can't see that. It's probably too much light. But it has a tap tempo button on it, so you can tap it.
Is that the Frozen Ape app?
Frozen Ape.
Yeah.
That's a good name. And then I have one called Live BPM. Let me see if I can
No, I
find
think
that.
it is made by Frozen Ape. Yeah.
Maybe it is.
Yeah, that's the same one I have.
And then here's this one. I don't know if you guys can see that. All right. Shoot, I guess the lighting is a little bit strong for that. But this one will follow you playing, and it'll find the tempo, especially if there's drums in it.
Oh, that's
It's really,
great.
Really sort of an
I
instant
have to check that out.
way to check that out. But all right, let me put that aside there. And we got 96 in here. Now we're going to make a click track. So I got to look over my camera here. Create click track in Pro Tools. Get that going. And let's try this. So we'll try just having you play with strumming guitar and singing and doing this with a click track. Also, the mics we're using, Rockstars, these are the Roswell mics. So this is the Roswell Colares, which is a fantastic U67 capsule. Sounds just gorgeous on acoustic guitar. Sounds great on vocals too. I like using that a lot. And this is the new Roswell Colares, which is a Elam 251 CK12 capsule.
Dang.
And I think we have it right now. Which setting do we have it on? Oh, we got it on the, I'm going to put it on the hot setting. So hold on.
Oh, yeah, that is hot. I like
I
it.
might back down the level here.
I like it.
And then I'm going through my, can't really see it on camera, but I've got a Con 2242, excuse me, dual mic pre. So it's just a couple of mic pre's. We're not doing any compression, no EQing on the way in. This is just straight up.
Great.
So hopefully that's sounding groovy. So go ahead and just test your levels. And we'll get vocal.
Hey, hey. When the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart, baby, stand your ground. Sounds great.
All right, and then
Yeah,
this is the,
verb is nice.
here's our plate reverb right now. Oops, sorry, switching over now. You can see our Pro Tools screen and everything. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I got a comment that I'm slightly off mic. Sorry, guys. You're hearing me through his rig, too, because if I turn this on, it's going to be a crazy echo. Here's what this sounds like if I turn this on. Now you're getting a crazy echo on my voice, and that's because this goes straight into the streaming, and that goes into Pro Tools. So I'm going to keep it easy and just let you hear me through his mic over there. Hopefully that'll
Just lean in, bro.
Just lean in. Cool. So now you can see this is this plugin right here is the transatlantic plate reverb, which is super cool. We're just finished a giveaway for this. It's from raresignals.com, and we'll just try this guy out on the voice and sort of see what it sounds like in the background. So I'll pop that down here, get that kind of scooted out of the way, and
Rare Signals.
let's put in a take here.
Yeah.
Hopefully this click will be good.
When the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart, baby, stand your ground. Even when we're apart, I'm standing right beside you. I'm standing right beside you. Oh, darling, I'll protect you. Always try to.
Oh, shoot. There you go. All right. Welcome to the world
It's
of
done.
Pro Tools, everybody. Right in the middle of a take, you try and hit a button. Let's turn this up. So playback engine is up there. So sorry, I can't.
It sounded great in my ears, though.
Yeah, you sound great, dude.
Oh, thanks.
All right. Well, I can't make any excuses for Pro Tools. Sorry, Pro Tools. But nonetheless,
Just happens
it's what I
sometimes.
use. Let me give you another pass, and this time I will click no buttons. I was trying to drop in markers in real time, so I was trying to put in a verse marker up here as it goes down. But I'll wait, and I'll do that after I get a pass on it.
It does happen.
And I know we're on a click. We could probably punch in, but
I'm digging
rather
it.
than that, I'll just let you hit it if you want.
Sure, we'll hit it again.
Yeah, let me show you what else I would do. So if this was another take, Rockstars, I would take the vocal mic and the guitar, group them really quickly. I don't even bother to name the group, really, honestly. And then just do a new playlist really fast. And we're rolling.
Super. When the wolves come out, trying to stare through your heart, baby, stand your ground. Even when we're apart, I'm standing right beside you. I'm standing right beside you. Oh, darling, I'll protect you. Always try to catch you, but now and then I'll let you fall. Sometimes I won't be there. You'll turn around and get scared, but deep down your heart is strong. I've seen what's hiding in the night, and I know deep down you've got a fire inside. When the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart, baby, beside you. Oh, fear is just a poison, mimicking your voices, making all your choices for you. And I know you can find it within you to fight back, to reclaim the voice inside you. I've seen what's hiding in the night, and I know deep down you've got a fire inside. When the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart, baby, stand your ground. Even when we're apart, I'm standing right beside you. I'm standing right beside you. Oh, when the wolves come out, when the wolves come out, stand your ground. Stand your ground. Oh, stand your ground.
Nice, dude.
That's about it.
Okay, so a couple of thoughts on that. That was Jonathan singing it down with the Colares in the 0 pad setting, so no pad on the mic. I did have to turn the output of the mic pre down. That gives it like a really rich sound, you know, but it also gives us sort of a ceiling and a limit on how hot you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
So we might immediately go check this zone and just feel it out to see what we think. Again, I probably would not opt for doing a new take just because it was slight setting. You know, if you've got a great performance, it's always best to go for keep the performance and not worry about the tech stuff. You know,
Totally agree.
but let's check it anyway. Let's pretend we care a lot about the tech stuff and see how this sounds. So we'll actually solo this for playback.
Come out, trying to tear through your heart. Even when we're apart, I'm standing right beside you.
I think that still sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's groovy. All right, so we've got that. Now, you got a couple options right now. We got the click in there. That actually sounded pretty great to me, just with the 2 mics going. I'm not hearing any weird phase stuff, really, even though I'm sure it's in there on some level. If you wanted to, an option for what to do next in a recording would be you could now play the guitar, just layer the guitar over that, and then go do vocal takes. But I think in this case, we just got a great performance, so maybe we just keep building the song off.
Yeah.
That, if you think.
I think that's a great idea. I missed a couple little lyric things, but I don't think it really matters for.
All right.
Because yeah.
All right, cool. Well, so let me go drop in markers real fast, and I'll turn on my mic tech here again. Again, I'm trying to keep this thing on so you can hear me in between, but remember to turn it off. I had it on at the beginning of that take, so you might have heard an echo. But let me turn this guy on.
when the wolves come out, try. Oh, darling, I'll protect you. When the wolves come out, oh, fear is just a I know deep down you've got a fire inside. When the wolves
Hopefully it's not a total fail. So now we got a second vocal mic.
Just
up,
leave
so you
this
guys
on.
can hear this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to do like an aux mic or something on the next one. Great. So we'll call this. What are you gonna do next?
I'd say let's go ahead and just lay down some guitar, and then we'll come back and do vocals.
Okay, cool. So, all right. All right, cool. So now here's the second guitar track, and we'll lay that down. Let me
Just a little doubling stuff, maybe a little light picking.
do you want a tiny bit of click in there too, or not?
Yeah, that'd be nice actually.
We'll turn it way down though.
Mm-hmm.
And we're rolling.
Super.
Oh, you were there? I thought it was
Super.
when the wolves come out, trying to stare through your heart. Baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart. I'm standing right beside you. I'm standing right beside you. Oh, darling, I'll protect you. Always try to catch you, but now and then I'll let you fall. Sometimes I won't be there. You'll turn around and get scared, but deep down your heart is strong. I've seen what's hiding in the night, and I know deep down you've got a fire inside. When the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart, baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart. I'm standing right beside you. I'm standing right beside you. Oh, is just a poison, mimicking your voices, making all your choices for you. And I know you can find it within you to fight back, to reclaim the voice inside you. I've seen what's hiding in the night, and I know deep down you've got a fire inside. When the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart, baby, stand your ground. Even when we're apart, I'm standing right beside you. I'm standing right beside you. Oh, when the wolves come out, when the wolves come out, stand your ground. Stand your ground. Oh, oh, stand your ground.
Groovy, man.
Pretty
Nice,
guitar.
dude. Hey, I'm going to do a quick test, and then Rockstars, give me a comment in below. So I'm going to turn off the Pro Tools mic. You're hearing me through his guitar mic now, and I'm going to turn on my mic tech mic, and let me know if you still hear my voice. Meanwhile, I'll make sure those are on so that we can at least figure out what to do next, and I know these are working.
Yeah. I think I want to try some like ooh and ah beds in the intro and turnaround parts.
Okay, cool.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this sucker off.
So I'm going to show you how I would set up for this, Rockstars. Let's see, did I get a comment on that? Nothing? All right. Sorry, Ian. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for letting me know. All right. I don't know why my mic doesn't work today, but it works all the rest of the time, just not today for some reason. So I'll blow it off. And
Bugs in machines.
yeah, if we could do it real fast, I'd have like an extra mic on me going into Pro Tools, but you guys will hear me over there. So let me show you what I would do for a setup on this guy. If we're gonna do oohs and ahs, I don't have a template for this, but I might do like a pair of tracks underneath with, you know, send to the reverb, and name them, or maybe don't even name them. I like to work quicker than worrying about what things are called too. But I'll have these tracks ready to go underneath this. So this is the track that will record his vocal on. Make sure I got the right input. Yeah. And then below it will be a pair of tracks that I can just pull it down to as we stack this stuff. So we'll jump in and start doing that, and I'll show you as we go.
Super. I need to just do a quick listen.
When the wolves come out, trying to stare through your heart, baby, stand your ground. Even when we're
Okay, you can
apart.
start me over.
Cool.
Yeah. Super. Give me a little click actually, because I'm gonna come right in with the.
Make sure it's way down. So it
Yep.
doesn't bleed.
Absolutely. Super.
When the wolves come out, trying to stare through your heart, baby, stand your ground. Even when standing right beside you. I'm standing right beside you. Oh, darling, I'll protect.
Nice, dude.
Now let's double that.
All right, so I'll show you what I do, Rockstars. So take that guy, hold the control button, and drag it down so it doesn't shift in time, and then hit it again.
Super. Let me get that click again. Sorry.
It's in there.
You can turn it right off, actually, too.
It's in there.
It is.
It's just real quiet.
You can mute it as soon as I start. Right? Super.
When the wolves come out, trying to stare through your heart, baby, stand your ground. Even when we're apart, I'm standing right beside you. I'm standing right beside you. Oh, darling, I'll protect.
All right.
Sweet.
Grab that guy, pull it down, and now if you solo these, you'll.
Yo, yo. Okay.
When the wolves come out, trying to stare through your heart, baby, stand your ground. Even when we're apart, I'm standing right beside you. I'm standing right beside you. Oh, darling, I'll protect you.
A little shaky, but we'll keep it.
All right, cool. So now what I would do is I would take these two oohs right here, do duplicate track, return, group those. Don't even bother giving them a name. I don't even rename them there. And I got a pair of tracks that are matched, low level, stereo pan, ready to go. We can do another double.
One of those guys. Super.
When the wolves come out, trying to stare through your heart, baby, stand your ground. Even when we're apart, I'm standing right beside you. I'm standing right beside you. Oh, darling, I'll protect.
Dude, I like that you do that. When I do harmonies,
Yeah.
I'll do like all these hand gestures. There's something
have to.
about the physical
Yeah.
that like locks the notes in.
I used to make fun of Christina Aguilera for doing that, but I completely understand it now. I mean, I don't do any of that craziness, but
All right, cool. What's next?
let's do one more stack of harmonies, and then I would like to fly them,
Sweet.
I think.
We'll show you guys how to do that in a minute.
Yeah. Super. This might be a A practice take though. Can you actually, yeah, can you bring up the other four?
Come out.
Oh yeah, totally.
Bring those guys up just for
So let me make sure
reference.
these guys are group 2.
When the wolves come out, trying to stab.
Is that about right?
Yeah, one more time just to for a reference.
When the wolves come out, trying to stab through your heart, baby, stand your ground, even when.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's get
All
it
right,
for
cool.
real.
So that was just finding the part.
Yeah, yeah.
Here it comes.
It's gonna be a little funky, but I kind of like it.
All right, so Rockstars, I'm using the number 7 on my number keypad so that I can have the click in, and I just hit number 7, and it turns off the metronome, and that's what makes the click go away when the downbeat happens. Here it comes. It's fun, yeah.
One of those guys.
When the wolves come out, trying to stab through your heart, baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart, standing right beside you, standing right beside you. Oh, darling, I'll protect you.
One more of them guys.
Dig it? All right, so same thing. We'll take a pair of these guys, duplicate it,
Sweet.
group it real quick, and then I can pull down, holding the control button so it doesn't slip in time, and we're ready for another layer.
Sweet. One of those guys. One of those guys.
When the wolves come out, trying to stab through your heart, baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart, standing right beside you, standing right beside you. Oh, darling, I'll protect you, always try.
Cool.
Nice, dude.
Yes.
We got a comment from Dan said needs a bass vocal.
A bass vocal.
I
Oh,
felt
snap.
like maybe that was kind of bass.
It's pretty bassy, but well, I mean, it's bassy for me. I can definitely try and get lower. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, let's give it a try. Why not?
Cool. Take it. Here it comes, Dan. Bass vocal in the house.
Ooh. I'll give you the lowest of my range.
Ready?
Yep.
When the wolves come out, trying to stab through your heart, baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart, standing right beside you, standing right beside you. Oh, Darling, I'll
It's definitely cool. I start to lose my
Lose
control
little
over
breath.
it, but I like the idea. Thank you, Dan.
What do you think? Was that good? A good one then, or do you need?
I think it'll work. Yeah, let's double it. I think it'll clean it.
All right,
a
I
little
dig
bit.
that. You know what's fun about working with you, man? It's like if I was doing this, it'd be all about like multiple takes, trying to figure out how much breath to do. I'm running out of. Can we fix it later?
Oh, believe me, if we had more than an hour, we would need 10. But I figure I'm not gonna get everything perfect today, but I want to get it really close.
I'm gonna
On the
scoot this
first
up
try if
closer
possible.
here too, so I don't have to drag it quite so far. All right, cool. Doubling the lows.
Dublin.
one of those guys.
Ah, shoot. Sorry.
That's a new lyric. New
Missed-
lyrical
missed the
content.
One of those guys.
You know what? That had a bit of a wind.
It did,
You
yeah.
might not like later.
Yep.
One of those guys. When the wolves come out, trying to stare through your heart, baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart. Standing right beside you, standing right beside you. Oh, darling, I'll protect.
Nice, dude.
Plastic Hotels almost made me laugh out loud during that one.
Could you see it out of the corner
Oh,
of your
yeah,
eye?
yeah.
So one thing I wanted to point out too is that whenever somebody's doing a low vocal part like that,
Mhm.
the very first thing that happens is it's really hard to hear yourself on
Right.
the mic.
Yeah.
So two things you probably did. You probably got closer to the mic so
A
you
little
could hear
closer.
better. I turned up the mic pre a tiny bit, but particularly you notice Rockstars on the track itself. I just crank it way up. Don't be afraid to just
Right.
crank that thing so they can hear themselves really well.
I started taking my headphones off, and moving
There you
in.
go. Yeah, talk about the headphones off thing. What is that all about?
I don't know. It's something about hearing your actual voice in real time through your own ears and not the playback. It helps with pitch.
Just
you know?
feels normal.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, cool.
So if you ever see pictures of people with one ear off in the studio, that's how a lot of people sing. Sometimes I take both ears off just a little bit and like tuck it right to the back of my ears. I don't know.
Which helps.
Everybody
a lot,
has their own
But you got to watch out too, because you can start.
bleed click.
If
Yeah.
the headphones are loud, you're going to get bleed on the mic,
Mhm.
and if you have the click up at all, you're going to hear that later on in your mix.
True.
And then you'll need some Isotope RX6. Sorry. Are we up to 7? I don't know.
7.
All right, so let's listen to what we got.
When the wolves come out, trying to stare through your heart, baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart. Standing right beside you, standing right beside you. Oh, darling, out.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
pretty
dude,
rad.
That sounds great.
I
man.
love it.
So Kevin asked about the vocal chain again. So Kevin, the vocal chain in this case is the Roswell Colares mic, and it has 2 settings on it. One is as no pad or a 10 dB pad, and then the other side is full frequency or sort of an abrupt low cut or a shallow gentle low cut. We are using no pad right now, and we are using full frequency, so we're not even rolling off
Right.
the lows. So we'll see. Maybe later I'll be like, why didn't I roll off the lows?
Yeah.
But for now, it's pretty groovy. And then I'm going through this. Let me see if I can rotate it. But there's a Con 2242 mic pre, and it's just a nice sort of Neve emulating mic pre, and there's no compression, no EQ, or anything like that. Let's see if I can just turn this so you can see it
Righteous.
for a second.
Uh,
No. It's down there. It's the blue guy.
the blue guy.
Next time I'll try and have like a roaming camera. Let me see if I got it.
Roman candle?
Yeah, Roman candle. We'll light fireworks in the studio. That'll be a great idea. All right, so now we want to do cut and paste?
Yeah, so my thought was, let's see, we got four of the same waveforms there. Let's trim off the first one of each. Just keep the last three, because that's what the chorus is, essentially.
Okay, cool. So the chorus is this.
Yep.
All right, dig it.
I'm pretty sure, anyway.
So I'm going to go into grid mode here in Pro Tools, because we're on a click. And I'm going to drop this like this. Actually, I'm going to actually group all the BVs, and I'll make them a little smaller so that we can see it on the main screen there. So I select all these BVs, make a new group. Again, you may notice that I kind of don't care about naming the groups because I work too fast to worry about that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do. On a little bit more, like for a tracking session, I'll do that where I need to know what the drums are on the bass and stuff. But for this kind of stuff, I find it's handy to just work quickly. Oh, here's a problem. Look, we're in minutes, seconds instead of bars, beats. So I'll switch that back to bars, beats up at the top. I'll even give you guys a counter so you can see what's going on down here.
Bars, beats.
And now I can get it from the beginning. And then look at the grid mode is off too. So that also needs to be in bars, beats. And I guess we could have left our minutes, seconds up there, but changed the grid mode. Would have worked. But now if I go like this, you'll see that this drops down and this goes right to bar 7, beat 1, no problem. And if I try and click next to it, it's going to do nothing until I get all the way another bar over. And then there's bar 8. So I've got it in full bar mode, which makes it really easy for editing. And I can just go like this, copy this, go to the next chorus, find the downbeat of the chorus, which is somewhere in there. That might be it right there.
Come out.
Yeah, so that's the downbeat of the chorus right there. Also, you notice that my cursor in Pro Tools, I started playing from here, and then when I hit stop, the cursor stayed over there. That is, it's one of these guys. I forget which one it is, but it's the letter N on your keyboard, turns it on and off. So if that happens to you, just hit the letter N if you want it to do the other thing. So let me try hit and paste here. And then I'll go back into slip mode, and I'll trim this back slightly. So
slip mode?
Yeah, so we're not clipping off the beginning. I don't think we need a bunch of breaths on the background vocals, really, because it's going to be in the lead, too. And I'll trim off the end, make sure it's pretty clean. Same thing here. Zoom in, hopefully all y'all can hear our voices. We're probably quiet and off mic, but hopefully you can still hear it all right. And then...
Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that.
Oh, good. See if we got this one. Okay, great. So now we're at the one. Now we can go to the next chorus and do the same thing.
Fire inside when the wolf.
Okay, in this chorus, you can see I dropped that marker pretty close to the downbeat. And are we on the grid? There we go.
I'm gonna use the bathroom so I don't pee on myself.
All right, go ahead. See what it's like. I'll check these and make sure these are all lined up in each chorus. So let's give it a listen, Rockstars.
You've got a fire inside when the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart. Baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart. I'm standing right beside you. Standing right beside you. Oh, fear is just a poison, mimicking your voices, making all your choices for you. And I know you can find it within you to fight back, to reclaim the...
All right, cool. So that sounded great in that chorus. Here's the next chorus. See if it's lined up as well.
And the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart. Baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart. I'm standing right beside you.
Cool. That's all
Nice.
happening. I think it's Nice thing about working on the grid is you can cut and paste stuff like that. You could build one chorus and then just, we call it flying it.
Yeah.
Everybody in Nashville
Fly it over.
Fly it over to the next chorus or the next chorus. But that just means copy paste if you hear anybody say that.
Yep.
What do you want to add next? Anything else?
Yeah, let's throw some harmonies on the chorus vocal,
Okay,
not
cool.
just oohs and ahs.
Cool. Let's go up to
Just a quick little thing.
the vocal track.
And then I think it'd be fun to end the thing with a little stomp clap thing.
All right, cool. I like
Going
that
on.
idea. Let me make sure everybody can see all this on the screen too. So that's groovy. And,
CBDS.
so where are we going with this one?
Choruses
or something?
Second chorus, I believe, would be a good place to start it. Probably just do 2 for the.
Is this going to be similar vocal level to what we've been doing?
Sure.
Okay. Just checking.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to be prepared. Here it comes.
You're the.
I've seen what's hiding in
Oops. A little closer to the vocal.
down. You've got a fire inside when the wolves come.
Okay, actually, you can start it here, but I think I'm gonna come in later in the chorus, so.
Okay. Oh, start it there?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So you may not hear
I
me up
know
front.
deep down you've got a fire inside when the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart. Baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart. I'm standing right beside you. I'm standing right beside you. Oh.
Cool.
Cool.
One more of those.
Trying to respond to a couple of comments. I hope my clicking isn't showing up all over. But you know,
It
it's
was
a live
so
stream.
loud, you ruined it.
So double this guy too?
Yeah, let's double it.
Alright, groovy. Doubles. It's all about the doubles.
All about the doubles sometimes.
There. That guy there.
Your ground, even when we're apart. Standing right beside you. Standing right beside you. Oh.
So good, dude.
Cool. And let's just do that same thing on the last chorus.
Hey, what's it like to be an awesome singer?
Whatever, dude. You're so sweet.
Alright, same thing? Or do you want me to cut and paste or just go? No, you
No,
probably
let's,
need to.
yeah, I think I did it a little different.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
if
let's talk
it
about why you
matched
cut
the.
and paste that kind of vocal.
Sure. Generally, if I'm doing a song like this, I'm doing different lead vocal takes on each chorus. A lot of the pop stuff I do, I will actually fly the lead vocals, but this, the intensity kind of builds with the song.
Yeah, so the next chorus
So-
is not really the same as the chorus before. for the
Right.
lead,
This last chorus is definitely going to be more energy.
And very specifically, these harmonies are actual harmonies to the lyric itself. So if the lyric is shaped differently and phrased differently, they're not going to line up.
Correct.
I
Exactly.
dig it.
I think
I'll
it
give you
might
this chorus.
I may have even changed the melody a little bit.
And I know deep down you've got a fire inside when the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart. Baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart. I'm standing right beside you. Standing right beside you. Oh, when the wolves come out, when the wolves come out, stand your ground. Stand your ground. Oh, stand your ground.
Cool. So also another thing worth pointing out, you'll notice that All right, I noticed that you didn't sing the harmony on the very last line of the song.
Correct.
Right, so a lot of times it's better to just let that one just be the one voice.
Yeah, I hear that a lot of times. Just dynamically, I think it's a cool change.
All right, so you want to double that one too?
Yeah, why not? Your heart, baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart. I'm standing right beside you. I'm standing right beside you. Oh, when the walls come out, when the walls come out, stand your ground. Stand your ground. Oh, stand your ground.
Nice, dude.
Cool. So I had one other thought vocally. Could you bring up that that reverb and make it pretty intense? And I'm just gonna get a little.
I was hoping you'd
get a
ask
little,
for one of those.
Get a little weird on it.
So that's
One of my
something that we
favorite
did on
thing.
another record we were working on, where you asked for that. You're like,
Yes.
just crank up the verb,
Yep.
and then you sing a part where like that's part of the whole sound.
Totally.
All right, so that's
It's just one of my favorite
let's not
things to
actually
do at the
this.
end.
We'll call that chorus BV 1, chorus BV 2. I'm not a very good typer. All right, and then where do we go with this?
Last chorus, I think. Make the
so
build pretty
tell me where it
natural, you know.
feels.
A little bit more. Hey, hey. Choo, choo. Hey, hey. That's great right there.
Cool. Echo.
Echo!
Which chorus? The last one?
Let's hit the last one. Give me a little more pre-roll than normal, I think, just to feel it. I've seen what's hiding in the night, and I know deep down you've got a fire inside. When the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart, baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart. I'm standing right beside you. I'm standing right beside you. Oh, when the wolves come out, when the wolves come out, stand your ground. Stand your ground.
Yeah, dude.
Cool.
Hold on. I'll turn this off so that we can hear ourselves.
I don't know, especially on these like lighter acoustic tracks. I think that little things like that just give it so much life.
All right, so now one thing I need to do is I need to kind of recreate that here, since we're sort of on our working track. So bear with me while I do that. I shall take this guy and I'll duplicate the BV one, and I'll call that, verb oo, and then turn that back on and copy that guy down. So now that should be what we just heard.
The wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart. Baby, stand your ground.
Cool, I love it. All right, so what's next?
I was thinking trying a little stomp clap thing. Do you think we could do that? Just
Yeah, I think we can do it. Question is, so stomps are down where our feet are, and
Right.
claps are way up here. So what do we want? I guess we'll just have to go for it.
Yeah,
So,
why
because-
not?
So which mic do we want? Do we want verb? Should we want this?
Can we do both of them?
Both mics at the same time? Sure, man. I don't know what it'll sound like. Let's see. Hang tight.
My favorite thing in the studio is experimentation.
We'll do 2 mics for the stomp clap. So I'll grab a guitar one. We'll call this stomp. Actually, I'll keep calling this BV since it's easy to know. I'll just hit escape. We'll call this stomp.
So
guitar.
when I did the original recording of this song, I did like I don't know if it's a triplet or what, but it's like a. So maybe we can try, like, layering some of those.
Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely want to layer. I got bare feet.
Yeah,
so.
that'll be good. I'll do it a little softer.
All right, cool. So where do we go on the song for this?
I think last chorus again. Let's just let it be a epic last thing.
And we'll probably be stacking this guy a bunch. Yeah. All right, dig it.
I've seen what's hiding in the night, and I know deep down you've got a fire inside. When the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart, baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart. I'm standing right beside you, standing right beside you. Oh, when the wolves come out, when the wolves come out, stand your ground.
Sweet.
A little loose on the last clap, but that's probably a good vibe. All right, so there you go.
It might be ridiculous, but it might be awesome. And you never know unless you try.
I was lucky, man. I just watched your feet to know what we were supposed to do.
Dang, our time looks pretty solid there, doesn't it?
We're real good, dude. We're real good. Hold on a sec. All right, so let's see. We're going to need to, again, do the whole, like, make layers of this stuff. So I'll do duplicate. This time I will... No, I'll just duplicate it like that.
Slap back on it.
Group it. We'll call this
Thanks, Marcos.
Stomp V. We'll call this Stomp G. Whoops, that's not a very good naming, Lidge. Stomp V. Stomp G. Now I can find these guys, pull them down, and we can do some layerage, right?
Layerage.
We don't have any reverb yet, but we'll wait on that. I don't know that we want the same kind of reverb.
Where are you guys tuning in from? Dan? Marcos?
Yeah, Dan says put a slap on it. Nice, good call. Yeah, where are you guys in the world? Give us a shout out and let us know where you is. Or, you know what? No, we never asked for this before. Let us know where you are not.
Yeah. It's going to take a while.
All right, cool. Here it comes. Let's do a layer.
And I know deep down you've got a fire inside. When the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart, baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart. I'm standing right beside you, standing right beside you. Oh, when the wolves come out, when the wolves come out, stand your ground.
So a funny thing about hand claps is you actually don't want everything to be perfectly together.
True.
You want it to be loose, but then there's lidge loose, which is a little bit
I
too
think
loose
that
on
was
these
me.
files. Oh, was it?
I'm pretty sure that was me.
So we might still be good, especially when you layer more stuff on there.
Yeah.
But let's see what we got. So
Generally
again,
speaking, I'll do some of layers and layers of this, and then I'll also kind of strengthen it with a sample.
strengthen it with the sample.
Some Stomp samples.
All right, so again, we're
Probably people would be mad at me for doing that, but Florida and Jackson, Mississippi. Nice.
oh, nice. I like Jackson,
Nice.
Mississippi. I did a record down there at something Wire Studios a long time ago,
Awesome.
96 or 7 or something like that.
Righteous.
All right, cool.
I'm playing in Pensacola, Florida tomorrow, and then Tallahassee the next day.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
I'm going down to Florida too. Going to visit the mouse.
Nice. Oh yeah, we're gonna be there at the same time, huh?
Dig it.
Righteous.
All right. Wait, will you be in a mouse costume? Should I be like pulling the head
Just
off.
pretend
Like,
that-
Jonathan!
Just
Oh,
pretend
sorry.
that I am.
You're a real princess. Sorry about that. All right, more stomps and claps. Right?
Yeah, one more. Let's do it.
So now, one other way, Rockstars, that you can do this stuff is you could actually. We've got a lot there. You could just cut and paste and layer and build a layer, but we'll just keep building this because it's a lot of fun to stomp and clap.
Right.
I know deep down you've got a fire inside. When the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart, baby, stand your ground. Even when we're apart, I'm standing right beside you. Standing right beside you. Oh, when the wolves come out, when the wolves come out, stand your ground.
All right, cool. I know this one, like the third one, is pretty loose. I think. Let's see what we got there. And then we'll duplicate that one more time.
Deltona. Is it Deltona, Florida? Interesting. Never heard of that.
Should we layer one more, you think?
Layer one more.
Do we need one more?
Yeah, why
Let's
not?
do it.
We're,
What do you think,
we're
Rockstars?
here.
One more.
We're here.
Hey, thanks, Edgar. Got a shout out and a tip from Edgar. Thank
Oh,
you.
nice.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah, just a reminder, Rockstars, if anybody's watching this and you do want to help support the channel and the stream and buy this guy a cup of coffee, drop a tip in. There's a tip jar and a link right below that says support the stream.
Righteous.
Cheers. All right, so let's do another one of these.
Fire inside when the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart, baby, stand your ground. Even when we're apart, I'm standing right beside you, standing right beside you. Oh, when the wolves come out, when the wolves come out, stand your ground.
Man, we're getting real good at that.
We're getting so good at
Stomping and
stomping.
the clapping and the stomping and the clapping. All right, so cleaning up the end there. And clean up the beginning. Now, Rockstars, here's another tip. Pro Tools, you select that, hit the left and right arrows on your keyboard. It just takes you right to the beginning of that region so you can get straight to it. Navigating quickly in your Pro Tools or whatever DAW you're using is like just about more important than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Am I missing, am I chopping off the... Oh. I'm accidentally chopping off
Come
the first hit, so let me go back to that. Yeah, that's nice and loud.
Yeah, in a perfect world, we would mic up the floor and
Yeah.
put different shoes on.
Were
And,
you saying this world's not perfect?
well, I didn't say that.
Alright, so let me see what we got here. Make another track. Pull that guy down. And then let me group all these mother scratches and let's do a little panning on it too. Okay. Build this guy out. So it's gonna be a little tricky because now I've made a bazillion groups and I don't know what's what. But if I turn off that one, I should be able to just pan these out in pairs. Nope, not quite, but close. Now here's another thing. I would take all these stomps, select them all as a group, then Shift Option, click on the output, do New Track, send these to an aux input, call them Stomp Bus. Stomp Bus like that. Now we've got a, actually it always sticks it up there for some reason. Go like that. Solo safe this Stomp Bus, so you command click on that guy. excuse me. And then now we have a bus for all these, so we can sort of treat them all as one together if we want. We can put a little EQ on it. We can try some other stuff that's probably cool. Like, for example, I bet Sound Toys is going to come to the rescue.
Sound Toys.
So we'll try a little Devil Lock Deluxe, and then we'll also try...
I love lo-fiing these things.
Exactly, because usually these are a little too hi-fi sounding.
Yeah.
The spikiness of the all that stuff. Then we'll try also Decapitator.
Ooh.
And I'm going to scoot this EQ back, and we will also put on the Arousa.
Never heard of it.
It's well, you've heard of the distressor, right?
I have.
Yeah, so this is the distressor plugin.
Well.
So let's see what we got for. You won't hear my voice for a minute, but I'm just going to work on this track. So I'll zoom in so we can see what's going on there. Solo it. Super hot. Okay, so let me see if I can get a mic going where we can just hear my voice talking. I tried to do that earlier. Lidge talk back. We'll go into input here, and I'll solo safe, and then I'll turn off this guy, and we'll see if we actually hear my voice. I think we hear me. Yeah, cool. All right, we won't need to reverb.
I hear you.
So now we got some sort of talk back, which at least we've got on all the time, which is helpful. Then we'll be complaining about how we need to remember to turn it off. All right, so let's solo this guy, and you can still hear my voice now. Great. Greatness. This Stomp bus got moved again. Why did it get moved? Very bizarro. All right, so I got all the Stomps selected. This was our old recording track. I'll just deactivate that so it's not confusing me. And I'll EQ the Stomps. That's really hot. Sorry if that's blowing everybody up on the other end. So we'll put a little compression on that too. Real fast release and attack. Okay, cool. So that's doing kind of a cool thing. You notice how it makes it darker, makes it so the claps aren't quite so loud, blowing your ears up. If we wanted to explore Devil Lock too, the darkness thing might help. Whoops, where did we just go? Makes it sound really old school.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, I'm actually going to turn this off. I was digging it before we did that. And then let's just see how it sits in the track now. Okay, I got to turn my group back on.
No decapitator, huh? Just a rouser.
I mean, yeah, just a rouser for the moment. I'll regroup this because, no, something in the group settings. So when this happens in Pro Tools, you go down to groups, you do modify groups, and then you find globals, and I bet the solo got turned off. So where are we? Solos, look at that right there. And record enables got turned off.
Solo.
And input monitoring got turned off. So you turn all those on now. When I hit solo in my group, it's going to turn everybody on.
Nice.
Come out, trying to tear through your heart.
Also, Dan had a great idea of doing the an echo slap. So let's put that on. What do we want to try? Oh, you know what? I know what I want to try. Boz. Maybe it's up here. Not T-Bone. Sorry, everybody. bear with me. Which one is it?
Gatey
Imperial
Waity.
Delay. There we go. Yeah, oh, these are the greatest plugins.
Katie
I'm going to be
Waity.
telling you guys about all these real soon here, so hang tight. This one will have, I don't know if they have a slap preset for us, but we'll probably have to
That's a
make one.
pretty plugin.
It's a great plugin. All right, so we don't need a lot of feedback. The drive, we might want, we'll probably do,
Stand your ground.
Yeah.
how you doing on time, too?
I actually.
Even when we're apart, I'm standing right beside you.
About 15.
Cool. All right, so that sounds groovy to me for now. I'd probably make some different decisions if I was mixing in speakers, but for now on headphones, this is groovy. Now, I think we also need something on your voice because it gets pretty hot in this last chorus.
Yeah.
So let's try, we'll go back to Boz here and we'll find the manic compressor or the I think the manic compressor. I'll see if we can find a cool sound.
I'm a manic compressive.
So now we got a bunch of options here, probably more than I need at the moment, but I will see what I can find.
Through your heart, baby, stand your ground. Even when we're apart, I'm standing right beside you. I'm standing right beside you. Oh, when the woods.
That sounds good to me right there.
That's rad, man.
My computer's acting a little funny for screen redraw. All right, cool. So we got a little compression on the vocal now, so it's not too hot right there. And then these guys we can hide now. I think we're done recording, right?
I think so.
Okay, cool. So let me just see if I can get a quick mix on this going. And then I will include a link to this mix in the show notes too. So there'll be some... I'll
Righteous.
make it so you can download. Is that cool with you if they download the multi-tracks and all
Yeah.
that? So people can try practicing mixing this themselves
Absolutely.
too. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so let me get that set up and stop bus good. BB's good. I'll put in a master, which will give us a little bit of a delay on my voice, but that's okay. So put on a, there we go, way up there.
Actually, come to think of it, I might have to consult I Don't Give a Shit Records.
Awesome. All right, so let me see a couple things I would do. I might let's put a little tape delay on that. I mean, a little tape on this. Why not? Let's go. Let's take you to Abbey Road. So let me see. Where are we?
Abbey's Road.
So now we hear an echo. We do. You guys probably don't hear the echo. But we'll do that, and then let me make this a wee bit louder.
A wee bit.
Come out, trying to stare through your heart. Baby, stand your ground, even when we're...
Okay, same thing with the oohs. I'm going to bust those guys together so that I can address them a little bit.
Dude.
Do a new track.
Sounds so good.
Bus. Input. Hopefully that's stereo. Yeah, put that underneath them. Whoops. Put that underneath them.
So good.
Solo it. Do this. Let me do something, a little bit of that. I'll do, we'll give it some more manic compression. Oh, you know what else we can do? We'll do the mongoose. I think the mongoose is gonna, which one do I want to do? This one, the mongoose is gonna give me some stereo, I think, which would be cool. So let me do that and do that, one step at a time. Remember that, Rockstars, one step at a time. Or just all of them at once. Hopefully we're not getting any weird delays on my voice now. compression on this guy.
One thing I love about harmonies is like you solo each of those individual tracks. I could pick out so many things wrong with it, but when it's all together like that, it
all works, right?
Yeah, it works.
All right, this one's kind of fun. I'm just learning this one, but this is gonna let me do some stereo widening, I think.
Mongoose.
Whoops. That's cool right out of the gate.
It is cool.
All right, cool. So then let's just do a quick mix of this. Do we have some coughs and other things going on? Oh, was that just you on
That was me.
Okay.
Sorry.
You know what I can do? I can put this on here so it mutes my mic. So this is a great one. This is a Mutamatic. Is a really handy plugin, and it might be free. I can't remember, but this one will let you. Where's M? I do have a large list of plugins here. Mutamatic. This one will mute my voice when I press play, unless it's not working. Oh, because I gotta. All right, because I gotta put a DSP my plugin in front of it so it engages.
When the wolves come out, trying to stare through your heart, baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart. I'm standing right beside you, I'm standing right beside you. Oh, darling, I'll protect you, always try to catch you.
Let's also put this on these two guitars.
But now and then I'll let you fall. Sometimes I won't be there.
And then also let's put a little low cut on these guys to make sure that we're not getting too boomy. These are the two acoustics. Hopefully you guys can see that all right.
You'll turn around and get scared, but deep down your heart is strong, strong. I've seen what's hiding in the night, and I know deep down you've got a fire inside. When the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart, baby, stand your ground, even when we...
All right, cool. I think that's good for me. Rockstars, let me know on your end if it's sounding like a mix.
Thanks, Dan.
Nice. Oh, thanks, Kevin. Cheers. Let me get an outro to this too. Actually, I'll just do a master fade. That's a little easier.
Yeah, thank you, Kevin.
ground. Oh, oh, stand your ground.
I'm putting an intro start time, so in really this would be right here. Okay, and I usually call this start, and then pull up my locates, do start, whoops, I just cleared it by accident. like a start to end. Option F sort of brings that all onto screen for you. And that's good for that. And then I think it'll mute my mic, but we'll listen in real time as it goes down and we'll bounce it.
Let's do it.
I'll just save as 2. So this is wolves, right?
Wolves.
Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
And paste this. Do interleaved. Keep it at the same resolution as the session. Add MP3. Do online so we can see it. Copy paste. And here we go. Oh, I'll probably do a little better than 128. I'll do a 192.
When the wolves come out, trying to stare through your heart, baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart. I'm standing right beside you, I'm standing right beside you. Oh, darling, I'll protect you, always try to catch you, but now and then I'll let you fall. Sometimes I won't be there, you'll turn around and get scared, but deep down your heart is strong. I've seen what's hiding in the night, and I know deep down you've got a fire inside. When the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart, baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart. I'm standing right beside you, I'm standing right beside you. Oh, fear is just a poison, mimicking your voices, making all your choices for you. And I know you can find it within you to fight back, to reclaim the voice inside you. I've seen what's hiding in the night, and I know deep down you've got a fire inside. When the wolves come out, trying to tear through your heart, baby, stand your ground, even when we're apart. I'm standing right beside you, I'm standing right beside you. Oh, when the wolves come out, when the wolves come out, stand your ground, stand your ground. Oh, stand your ground.
Bam!
That was awesome.
There it is.
Sounds great.
Nice work. Hey, thanks everybody.
Yeah.
Let me make sure that we are addressing. You can still hear us. Great. Do you guys, if Rockstars, if you have any questions, drop them in right now. Otherwise, I think we're going to have to sign off so I can let Jonathan get to his next gig. But if you got anything you want to say, shout out, and we'll look
Yeah.
for comments in here and try and answer them later too if they come in.
Rockin'.
a little
And
later
thanks
on.
everybody for tuning in. That was a lot of fun. I look forward to the next time.
Hey, let the Rockstars know where they can go find your music and follow you online and connect
Absolutely.
with you. And
Oh.
also, we got a shout out from Edgar saying he'd love to work with us. So
Heck
where should
yeah.
Edgar look to
Righteous.
find that out?
Well, my name is Jonathon Jircitano. It's spelled Jonathon. Yeah, maybe type it in there. Yeah.
And you got a website you want to send them to?
JonathonJircitano.com. It's literally just my name for everything. Instagram. I go by my name as an artist, so you can find me on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff, and JonathonJircitano.com.
Awesome.
There you go.
Thanks again, Rockstars. We will
Yeah.
see you guys in the next video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, like button, share the video, drop a comment in too, and let us know what you thought of this. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.